today I actually want to focus on self-compassion, because this is something that I often see quite a lot, and I see that people are struggling with, people are not practicing it in their life and in their business. Welcome to this video. I'm Shanley, your self-care coach. So I wanted to just come on and have a chat with you. I've been speaking a lot about a few of the things that I'm super interested in, as well as the things that I believe that are super important that you need to make sure that you manage, that you are prioritizing whilst you are running a business. So I've been speaking about the rest method, but today I actually want to focus on self-compassion, because this is something that I often see quite a lot, and I see that people are struggling with, people are not practicing it in their life and in their business. So when I talk about self-compassion, ultimately self-compassion is you being kind to yourself, right? It's you treating yourself like you would a loved one. Often people say treating yourself like you would a friend. You can think about whatever relationships work for you, but I like to say a loved one, because a friend could be a loved one, a pet could be a loved one, a family member could be a loved one. And ultimately, we know that when you are living in life itself, I'm so hot today, but in life itself, it can be super challenging, let alone, why is there a fly like trying to attack me right now? But let alone in your business can be challenging. I wouldn't say the word hard, but it can be quite challenging. And sometimes when we get challenged, this can start to cause a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, leading us into being in the fight or flight mode. So we end up being in the fight or flight mode. And when we're in that mode, and when that's been activated, what can then happen is we can start to be or think negative. So we can start to be quite critical towards ourselves, or quite negative in the way that we are thinking. So that's quite natural. It's something that is really important for you to be aware of, because again, when you're stressed, it can allow you to, again, monitor the way that you're thinking, monitor, your self-talk ultimately. But there are three components that consist of self-compassion, or you being kind to yourself, right? So the first thing is mindfulness, the second is common humanity, and the third is self-kindness. And this has been really well described, well researched by our lovely Dr. Kristen Nerf, who has done so much research into self-compassion, okay? And it's found that actually you being hard on yourself is not helpful at all. Yeah, it's not helpful at all. It's actually hindering you. So it's better, and it's found to be more effective for you to actually be kinder to yourself in situations of stress or any difficulty than being hard on yourself. Those people who are actually kinder to themselves are able to bounce back much better. They're able to be more resilient. They're able to problem solve. And these are the things that we actually need to do when we're actually going through a difficult time. We need to actually have a calm mind. We need to be able to create, and we also need to be able to problem solve. So mindfulness is basically the practice of being present in the current moment without any judgment at all, on purpose. Okay, on purpose. So we're being intentional about being mindful, okay, and we're doing this on purpose, and we're not judging. We spend a lot of times as humans, okay, just judging ourselves. We have to use that skill whilst running a business. We use that skill to keep us safe, but doing it too much can actually be a problem. And I find that a lot of people we're always doing, okay, what else do I need to do, instead of actually being, okay? And mindfulness is about being. And when you are being, you are able to actually be with yourself, okay? You're able to actually be present in the here and now. You're able to actually identify some signs. You're able to identify what your mind or your body might be telling you. So mindfulness is basically being aware of your thoughts, being aware of your feelings and your experiences without judgment. Okay, so you're being aware of it, literally just being in that present moment and noticing. And I always say, like, when we're being mindful, it's like having a friend, like a really good friend that just doesn't say anything. You can just offload on them. And I usually say that's the time that you can do that with yourself. You can give yourself the attention that it's probably craving for and be mindful. And that can help you then to respond in the best way, respond in how you need to, and to just do what you need to instead of reacting all the time, basically. So that's mindfulness. The next is common humanity. It's basically just understanding that you are human. Okay, you're human, you can't do everything by yourself, you're gonna make mistakes, and it's so important to just forgive yourself for those things. The next is kindness. So again, you're treating yourself like you would a loved one. You're spending time with yourself. You're actually developing a relationship with yourself. This is so important, because once you have that relationship with yourself, you're going to be better able to meet your needs. You're not going to be so hard on yourself, like all of these things, right? So super important. We've got to forgive ourselves every day. We've got to tolerate ourselves. We've got to give ourselves that pep talk and keep on going every single day. So I hope this video came at the right time, which I know it did, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Make sure you take care, check out all the information below, and see you soon. Take care.